How's it going, guys? I just wanted to pass a word out on the street for a couple of techniques that are known within the complementary and alternative medicine community. Um, I feel that it's important that, because this is unregulated, that you don't know if you're going to get an allergic reaction or what kind of reaction you're going to get from finding things in the wild right down to dealing with your health food store provider. So I suggest using something that's known in the survival community as the universal edibility test. Now, basically, you would take a given plant. Here's like just a piece of garlic mustard, and I would first rub this on the inside of my wrist, and then I would wait 15 minutes to see if any redness has occurred. Then I would go up to my neck, rub it on my neck. If somebody's there, I would ask them, did anything break out on my neck? Next, I would put this underneath and touch the corner of my mouth, wait 15 minutes, see if there's a reaction. I would take, 15 minutes later, I would take a little piece and then put it on my tongue and then see if there was a reaction 15 minutes later. If there was no reaction on any of these, I would eat a piece, I would go to sleep, and if I woke up and if I didn't have any adverse reaction, it would be safe to say that it was safe to eat or safe to try. So that's the universal edibility test. I suggest that you try that with anything, any of the products that you get at the stores, anything you find in the wild. I think this is a helpful tool. Next, I'm going to show you how to do a decoction. This is like a modified decoction. Here I have a bundle of astragalus root that I went and found digging in the crates in my stores. I found a couple of goodies and a pound of astragalus root from Mountain Rose Herbs, which is my botanical supplier. This was quite the score. So I'm going to show you guys how to render this and process this on the fly. You would take a third of your vessel, like this is my coffee cup here, and you could see I've got a third of it full. Now you'd also see that as this steeped, this turned lighter in color than the actual straw, not as much of a straw color as this raw astragalus. I steeped this for about 25 minutes, and then I just basically with a spoon held this all back, poured it into another vessel. This is my juice cup that I normally drink juice out of. So I would take, this is almost like a large dose, but I would take this and mix it with some orange juice or put a little honey in this, and then I would drink this in the morning, and this will serve as an immunomodulator. It would help ramp my immune system up and help me deal with, coming in contact with possible pathogens. Astragalus is known to be an antiviral. Astragalus has roots in traditional Chinese medicine. That's how we get it. It's not something that's typically native to this continent. This comes from Chinese medicine, and I just think it's coincidental that this possible COVID-19 possibly originated in China, and this is one of their oldest remedies for flu-like symptoms. So I would drink one of these prophylactically in the morning, but if I was under a viral attack, I would drink 4 of these in a day. Okay. Next is this really cool system that I was taught by Mike Chesborough, who was an instructor at SEER School. Survival, evasion, resistance, and escape. Taught me this valuable skill. Basically, well, this is a colloidal silver generator. So basically what we have here is some test leads hooked up to two pure 14 gauge silver wire. I use this little piece of cardboard here as a spacer to keep the electrodes just, you know, slightly apart. There's a cathode and an anode. This over here is the battery. These are 9-volt batteries that are connected in series. You know, 9 times 3. You need to, all right, for this process to work, you have to have over 27 volts. Now, the 3 batteries here is, you know, added together is 27 volts when it's in series. So you're running them through the wire, the anode and the cathode in a line, and then the space between there is where electrolysis is happening and releasing these silver nanoparticles out into the water. You could see here that it's already starting to take a tarnish because I did this last night, and I already know because I tested it with the TDS meter and it gave me 140 parts per million. The stuff you buy at the health food store is 1,000 parts per million. So this is 1/10 the strength of the stuff that you're paying, you know, like $15 a bottle for. So, you know, this is a basic setup. This could be done on the fly. You know, colloidal silver was used as an antibiotic in the late 1800s up until around the end of World War II, where Big Pharma decided that tried to villainize the uses for silver. And it's only recently until the uses of silver have come back into medicine. And it was, you know, stuff like Silvadine, burn cream and stuff is where that broke the ice. Now silver's popping up more and more. Now there's mixed reviews on how antiviral the colloidal silver will work. Now that you have an endless supply, I'd like you guys to make the decision on its efficacy, and help this treatment try to make a resurgence. But now you'll have like an endless supply of antibiotics. So, you know, that's a valuable tool, I would say. Well, use this, and there's no contraindications to using the silver. It's really, the people that get silver poisoning in like the Middle Ages were drinking like so much of it to turn their skin blue. Like you would have to drink like 100 gallons of this to make silver toxicity. So you don't have to worry about it being harmful. The body will chelate this in a day or two. It's not, you know, at 140 parts per million, it's easy for the body to eliminate this. So I hope this serves you well. I hope you all are well. And if you're receiving this message, you're part of the resistance.